Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via the Facebook Live and a YouTube Live. And today it's Tuesday. Great Tuesday. I can't wait to get it cranked up. Let me share the show, everybody. Everybody, let me share the show. Let me see where I got to go to share this show. Let me go. Where's Facebook? Let's go. Facebook. Let me share it over there and see what they're doing. Let's see if I popped up yet. Okay, there I am. Right there. Okay. All right. Yeah, right there. Let me see. Let me share it. Somebody else has shared it already. What? Y'all, I like y'all. Whoever did that already. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me share with my groups. Got a couple of groups I share with. What else I can do? Let me go to YouTube. Big Coach is in the building. Big Coach, what you got, man? Big Coach, what's happening out there in basketball land, man? Uh, Let me see. What else I was supposed to do? Hold on. Got to go to YouTube. And got to make sure I let people over there know. Big Coach, what you got, man? What you got over there, Big Coach? What's happening with you, man? Huh? What? What you got? What you got interesting out here? So, has anything happened? Robert Young, my main man. Man, I tried to call you this morning. I got something for you. I got something for you, Rob. I had something for you, man. Boone got you today? No, Boone beat Rob today? Wow. This is a good day, boy. Y'all picked a good one. Y'all picked a good one. I need y'all's information today. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to. Let me get to and make sure I'm sharing. I'm sharing the show when I'm doing this. I'm just because some people be talking about, well, you didn't share it, and I forgot. Okay. I got you. I'm gonna do it. I got him. I got him. Big Coach said I should have my degree by the end of the summer. Shout! Oh, whoa! Big Coach, Terrence Foley in the building. Hold on. Hold on. What my dudes? Hold on. Let me get all my dudes some today. Who else? Eric Boone is in the show today. Robert Young in the building today. Hit that button. Who else I got? Thaddeus Moody is in the building today. I said Terrence Foley, then. Reginald Simpson's in the building today. Hold on. Let me get old Rabbit. Hold up. I'm gonna get Eric Harrison something different. Eric Harrison is in the building today. Rod Wells is in the building today. All my dudes in the building today. Y'all share the show. I don't care who else on there. I got my dudes in the building. Chris, hold up. Let me get Chris in here. Chris Dunaway is in the building. Hold up, Chris. Let me give you something different, Chris. Let me get Chris. What Chris got? I got something special, Chris. Hold up. Chris, hold up. I know I got something, Chris. Chris, I'm gonna give you this. Yeah! Oh, my girl Belinda's in the building too now. Hold up, Belinda. Yeah. Ricky in the building. Ricky in the building. Who else? C. Mays in the building. C. Mays, I got you, baby. I got you again. All my people in the building, man. Y'all share the show. Cause y'all knew I had something for y'all today. Y'all know. Hold up. I'm gonna give you some sports. I'm gonna give you some. But boy, it's Black History Month. The third day, I didn't even get my Kwanzaa principle today that I wanted today. Oh, I didn't do it. Y'all, I didn't, because I want to do it right. And I didn't get it today. but I'm gonna get it tomorrow. But you know, this how I'm feeling today, man. Listen, I didn't even go. You know what? I didn't finish it. But this how I feel today. I saw this. I saw this. Where my man at? This how I'm feeling today. Rosie Brown is it? Oh, whoa. Let me get something for Rosie Brown. I got to get something. Let me see. Let me get something for Rosie Brown. What I got? This for Rosie Brown.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man. Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Rosie Brown is in the building. But yo, this how I feel today. Rick Scott, watch this. This how I feel today, Rick. That's how I feel today, Rick. Rick, that's how I feel today, Rosie. Ray-Mo, that's how I feel today. I talked to Ray-Mo last night. That's how I feel today, y'all. And y'all, you know, y'all used to like boxing. Y'all notice I don't talk about boxing no more. I don't talk about it no more. I used to love boxing. Y'all, I've been to boxing matches, and I got to go back through my archives. I just sit ringside. I did everything boxing. I did everything boxing. But y'all, this is why I don't like boxing. Because they don't have fights like this no more. And I hope I don't get in trouble for putting it on there. Y'all, just watch this. This Black History right here. Watch this. This is the first round. First round. Watch this. Like this the whole 3 minutes. You think I'm playing? Share the show. You think I'm playing? Hold on, let me fast forward.
Here we go.
Nothing like that. Never seen nothing like that. Y'all tell me another fight like that. Never. But you know what? I gave you that, right? Gave you that. But before I don't want to get too caught up in nothing. Yeah, that's Hagler versus Hearns. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Let me go to because some people say, but Robert, I do want to hear a score about the James Harden asking for another trade. I don't want to talk about that. But let me see what happened last night. Robert Kraft not selected for the Hall of Fame class. So Robert Kraft wasn't selected. His coach Bill Belichick wasn't selected. Right? Let's see what else happened. I'm just give let me see. I just said the Clippers and the Harden exploring a trade. Might happen in the next day or so. But something happened last night. In NBA basketball last night. And let me get what happened last night. The Rockets beat the Pacers. The Hornets. Y'all, the Hornets. We're going to talk about them in a minute. The Hornets beat the Pelicans. The Grizzlies beat the Timberwolves. And 76ers beat the Clippers. One before games last night. But what happened in college basketball? College basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to see it. I thought it. I didn't voice my opinions about it too much. I let everybody else run their mouth. This dude, Darren Peterson, is the truth. Darren Peterson. Share the show for Kansas is the absolute truth. Ladies and gentlemen, they beat Texas Tech 60, 61 last night. And it's just, it was an incredible finish by Darren Peterson. He hit 2 big 3-pointers. Yo, I like people that can put the ball in the basket. Me and Ray Moore was talking about, because y'all got this round Houston. Y'all talking about who, I saw the little a post. They talking about who is the best basketball player that you've seen in high school. See, y'all, um I can't quantify that because I haven't seen enough Houston basketball. I guess I have. I've seen 30 years of it. Yes, I have. I've been here. I've been 30 years of it. But I've never seen nothing like James Bradley from my hometown, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee. I've never seen anything like James Bradley. James Spook Bradley played for Memphis. I never seen nothing. He's the most intimidating. When I was a young fella, when I go to the gym, I just wanted to watch him play. I wasn't playing. Ray Moore and them, they played. They taller than me. But when Spook was in the gym, because ladies and gentlemen, he's going to demand, if y'all didn't pick up Bob, C Major, if y'all just at the gym, if y'all at the Gaston Community Center, y'all is at anywhere, y'all 5-on-5 and he on your team, he going to demand that your ass play right. He's going to demand that I whoop you, or y'all going to be fighting, or he going to be cussing you. He going to demand every team he played on, Ivan Pettit Jr., you don't see that these days. These dudes, they scared to challenge their teammates. I've never seen 6'8" can dribble it left, right, any kind of shoot the three, but they weren't counting threes back then. But 6'8", about 215 to 220, 6'8" and solid. But he was just a straight. He was just a straight hood dude. Let me help you out. He was from Melrose. He from Melrose. Back when Melrose was Melrose. But ladies and gentlemen, and I love it that the people in Houston was talking about their guys. And then, Ray said, but Robert, we get an argument because after he went to Memphis, he didn't do nothing. Y'all, he just, listen. He was, and he was a dog. Yes, he had all of the skills, but was a straight killer. But he didn't have the mental skills and the mental capabilities of understanding what goes with that kind of talent. You follow me? I've never listened, and I've been all over the world. But when Houston was talking about who they players, they were naming these players, and I said, okay. But James Bradley, oh my God. Listen, the key thing was, even if he played, if all of us went over to what's a gym all of us can go to now? All of us went over to John Lucas workout, and all of us, we was on the same team. He demanded. He want to win. Drafted by the Hawks, absolute. But he gonna cuss everybody out. The owner, he don't care. That's the only thing that stopped him. But I'm talking about basketball, and they draw it to my sin. Thank you, whoever started that post. Y'all brought there, and I'm not. Y'all notice I ain't comparing nobody. Have y'all noticed I came through something without comparing anybody? I just said, I just never seen nothing like it. Never again. And I've seen a lot of basketball. I just never. He said, he challenged. He said, see, now this is a high school coach just said, that is non-existent now. He said, now the cream of the crop really stands out in this new age. He said, I love it how you said he challenged his teammates. That is non-existent. People around here crying about the McDonald All-American. Again, hey, Wagler and what's your young fella from Memphis name? For Houston, Kingston Flemings. They wasn't on the team, and they gonna be some of the top picks in the draft this year. Y'all quit whining about y'all. I done told y'all for years that damn McDonald thing is a political thing. The dude got his wife and everybody on the committee. It's terrible. It's terrible. Don't get mad. Somebody called man. What's the kid's name? His daddy played for basketball. He played in Dallas. What's the kid's name? In Dallas, Howard. Howard didn't make it. He one of the 20 best players. He didn't make it. They didn't want him. They didn't want him. It's all right. That's them people. Go get your own McDonald's. Go get your own game. And put the people you want in your game. Yeah, Bryson Howard. Everybody mad and up in arms. Bryson Howard go to work. But ladies and gentlemen, I've been holding this back because this boy I just been wanting to keep watching this boy. I just been wanting to keep watching him and watching him and watching him. But this Darren Peterson, listen to me. Listen to me. Ain't no way in the world I got the number one pick. Robert Hatter. I said, Robert Hatter. I ain't said, I'm gonna get him. And I might miss out on DeBanster. I might miss out on Caleb Wilson. I might miss out on Boozer. I love all of them. But ain't no Brandon Wheatfall, you get ready, man. Brandon Wheatfall, get ready, man. You got 2 hours, Brandon Wheatfall, to get to the food truck. But and anybody, in case you ain't, hey, y'all, I'm looking for the person who told us and put the book Kings and Pawns and put it on the feed. I don't know who it was. I wish somebody know who it was. Y'all, this book, y'all, I'm telling you, I was almost late for the show today reading some of this book. I just love this book. I'm just Kings and Pawns. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Easy to read, smooth to read. See, y'all, it gave me the idea. He said, Hatter, would you be concerned about his health? No. No. I ain't concerned about his health. I'm going to repeat. When you can shoot the basketball like that, I'm going to have you shooting the basketball like that. I'll figure out a way. To set enough picks for you like they do Steph. Y'all, listen. Y'all know I'm not excited about too many players. Y'all know I am, man. Y'all know it took a lot out of me for me to say that. I haven't said that whole season. I haven't said that the whole season. But something about this young man that y'all, hold. This just last night. He was having a bad game. He's having a bad game, right? He didn't let it get to him. He put it all in the pants. And watch this. Watch this. 51 seconds left.
Wow.
Then he came and hit another one. Yo, Texas Tech had won that game. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell y'all something. You got to have, let me tell you something. When you got a dude like that on your team, what I said last night, see, that's why sometimes I put something in my notes last night about him. I was talking about you need that one guy that can make plays when the game is on the line. It's the bottom line. I want to know who told us about it on the feed. Thank you. Whoever told me about Kings and Pawns. Might have been you. I don't know. Yes, I saw what he did against BYU. Yes, I did. And they shouldn't have been putting the Banster on that boy, man. They shouldn't have did that. But I know he was trying to ask for him because they shouldn't have put him on. He made the Banster look crazy. But no. Oh, Gary Dotson, my main man. Dot is in the building. Hold on. I got Dot. I got Ray Moore in the building. If Big Dan get on here, it's over for me. And Mac, and McAdoo, and McKinley Singers, if those guys there get on there, it's over for me right now today. Y'all, I'm gonna break down. He said, what I'm like about Rob is he's not loud out the big plays. He just hoop. Now I ain't mad at nobody who be loud out the big plays. I mean, that's your opinion. You know, I don't mind. I wouldn't do it. You know, cause I'm gonna hit so many damn shots. I'd be doing it the whole game. You know, usually them guys who loud after every play, they ain't hitting that many. Cause if your ass hitting 30 every time, you look like a fool. I'm just putting your comments on the screen. Leon Dot said it seems like it's effortless. Yeah, hey, no. Hey, Dot, no, it's Steffordless. Steffordless. Let's see, who else we got? Somebody said, I think it was Mark. Okay. Oh, you think it was Barnes? Darryl Barnes? That told, okay, because he ain't been, okay, that's who it probably was. Ricky Scott. Yeah. But you know, I was just sitting there watching these freshmen, y'all, you know, and I've been holding back. I ain't gonna lie, because I've been told, you know, I've been holding back, but I got to talk. I said about that, but y'all, Illinois. You know, I came on here talking about all them damn foreigners they had on the team. I did. I came on here talking about they had all 4 foreigners on the team. All them guys that made money overseas and came over here. I talked about them, right? But y'all, Illinois got a freshman named Keaton Wagler. It's not look like Wagler, but it's Wagler. His rise to college superstar is one of the best stories in basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, the freshman went up to Nebraska. Nebraska pretty good. Top ranked, undefeated. And gave them 28. He was 7 for 15. It's 28 on 15 shots. 4 for 9 from 3-point. 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Ladies and gentlemen, Keaton Wagler is the Steph Curry of Kyle Anderson. Somebody gave me that. I didn't make that up. Somebody gave me that one. He's the Steph Curry of Kyle Anderson's. You don't understand that one. You don't understand. Slow-mo. But you shoot the piss out that thing. Slow-mo. Kyle Anderson is methodical. You know, break it down. Keep sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to show them to you. I think I got some on it. Sometimes you just need one game for everybody to pay attention who you are. Sometimes you just need one game for everybody to pay attention. I'm in with this dude, man. And the reason I'm in with him is I generally think he's a top 10 pick. The way he see the game. Hold up, y'all. Let me let y'all see him, because some of y'all need to share the show. Let me see. Watch this. I got some. I know I saved it. Watch this.
Braden Smith nearly matching him shot for shot down the stretch. So I like that move from Brad Underwood. Wagler. Oh, nice drop off. Even Illinois moves the ball to get open looks. Here's Wagler. Hoiberg was there, but he jumped. Wagler, deep 3 again, and this one will splash pass. That's that. When we think of positionless basketball, I don't sometimes know if we think about IQ with it. Oh, my baseline. Finding Wagler with 4 to shoot. Wagler in some trouble, loping to the rim. Ivisic, the swing around to Wagler.
He'll put it on you.
Wagler step back triple.
He'll put it on you.
Wagler with the three.
I'm trying to tell you, I don't.
The Ivisic screen. Wagler with the 10. Beating Wagler 20 in this ballgame. Into the paint. And he frustrated in that first half, but it really didn't show. And now Wagler on the move draws a lot of attention. Braden Smith nearly matching him shot for shot.
Nobody talking about it. I can't wait to March. I want to see him make a statement in March, because the way his pace is so conducive to the NBA game. AJ DeBass, balling. Kingston Fleming's balling. He had 43 last. Darius Acuff, yes, he balling. But y'all, they was talking about all these guys. Wasn't nobody talking about Keaton Fly. We was talking about, listen, we were talking about the foreigners on the team. But Cam Bruiser is going to be better than y'all think he is. A lot of y'all think, I'm watching that boys game. I'm watching that game. Y'all got to realize, Cam Bruiser, out of the American system. Yo, these guys I'm talking about came out of the American system. You know, everybody been talking about the European system. Can I brag on the American system right now? Played for the Knight Riders summer basketball program. Fob is a coach in that program. Y'all, he went to a public school. Ladies and gentlemen, all y'all trying to run out here and go to Knight. He went to a public school called Christopher Columbus and won the national championship. I don't understand why no damn school still named Christopher Columbus. I don't understand that. But Keaton Wagler, he didn't choose the traditional stuff. He played on the independent circuit. So that's why the McDonald people weren't looking at him. But ladies and gentlemen, the other night he had 46 points, had 9 threes, 76% from the field. Brad Underwood, what he said about his freshman after receiving, he didn't get but 2 scholarship offers. All y'all went by. I know. He just started playing. He said, Brad Underwood said, I have no idea why people passed on him. He's the ultimate winner. He's not for everybody's eye. That's what he said. There's a reason we don't ever trust scouting services. This what I don't either. Share the show, everybody. This Keaton Wagler situation is it's just not getting enough hype for me. This kid might be top 3. He's definitely PG1. Scores at an extremely high rate. Really good passer, crafty ball handler. He's 6'6". And it's effortless, like somebody said, the way he plays in the pace. I couldn't go another day without talking about that dude. And you know what? And I'm glad y'all here, because y'all got to help me. I'm going to go here. Because y'all, I'm just going everywhere. But ladies and gentlemen, this happened the other day after TSU got beat by Prairie View. Prairie View's coach said this. Watch this.
Yeah, those guys are 2 of the better offensive players in the conference. Obviously, I don't know, Charles. People, Terrion Joseph just doesn't go from being the 3rd leading, 4th leading scorer in the country to not scoring in double figures. The kid has been hurt for a while now. Mm-hmm. And I really don't think that we've done him a great service, Prairie View A&M University, by not digging a little bit deeper into his injury. Right. And I'm just going to shoot you straight. Right. I don't stab people in the back. I stab them in the chest. So I'm always going to tell the truth. I'm going to stand on business. And I don't think we've served this young man the best in terms of our sports medicine. We have to do a better job with these people. These are people's children, okay? And again, for me, Charles, just so everybody knows, and this is a message out to everybody that's listening, okay? You don't have to support Byron Smith, but you have to support the program and support these kids. That's what it's all about. I'm going to come and go. I leave this job. I want to get another one, Dr. Cavill. Okay, I'm going to be fine because I'm a good basketball coach, I'm a talented person. But we have to support these kids, the student athletes. That's what it's all about. Yeah, those guys are two of the better.
Interesting. The only reason I want to talk about it again today is because it's an article, and it went national, and I don't know exactly what he's talking about, and I wish I did, but I'm going to read an article by some guy named Kyle Mosley. And what Coach Smith is asking for better medical care for HBCU students. And I like that, Fob. Fob, I like that, Fob. I like that, Fob. Fob, you a bad man. See, that's why I need y'all on this show. Oh, I got my man up here. What's up, Paul Miranda? Paul Miranda, he said, let me talk. Let's go into this article because I want to hear more than Fob talk about it because I need Fob. That's a good one. I like that one. I like that. Let me put it on the screen just in case the people in the other feed, the Facebook people didn't see. Okay. Prairie View A&M men's basketball coach Byron Smith is calling for stronger medical support for student athletes. And I agree with him. Firmly stating that institutions must prioritize player health over winning. I agree with him. Speaking recently on Charles Porter's doing a post-game interview, Byron Smith, he shifted the conversation from statistics and performance to what he described as an urgent need for better care, advocacy, and institutional accountability for injured athletes. I agree with him. At the end of the day, these are people's children. Absolutely. We have to do a better job with these kids. I agree. Smith's comments were sparked by concerns over the health of Prairie View's guard, Terrion Joseph, who tore a new asshole in our team in Texas Southern. Nobody did to James Bradley. Said, let me get his ass, coach. Coaches. How many coaches on the feed? Coach Favre. How many, y'all, I know y'all have game plans, but how many times has a dude kept scoring and somebody on your team said, Coach, let me get him. Because he busting everybody's. Do kids say that anymore? I just don't see it. Do kids say that anymore? Ray Moore hit about 4 or 5 of them damn long ass jump shots, and ain't nobody got, man, I got him. He ain't gonna hit now, no. Where is that mentality? But let me get back to this. Y'all got to understand how they don't make them like that no more. Now it's let you score so I can score. That can't be it. That can't be it. But let me keep going. Joseph production has dropped this season, and Smith mentioned that the decline is tied to the lingering injury that he believes is not being fully addressed. So my question is, why are you playing it? I got to ask that question. That's a critical question. That's critical. Smith mentioned that the decline is tied to the lingering injury that he believes has not been fully addressed. Sonya, if he's injured, why don't we let him get well? Sonya, Sonya, you know what I'm talking about? Let Sonya Billingsley hit too many points if me and her just and somebody else guarding. Man, I got Sonya, man. Y'all see, y'all help me now. I agree with everything, but sometimes I want to ask questions. He said Tarion doesn't just go from being one of the top scorers in the country to not scoring in double figures, Smith said. The kid has been hurt for a while now, and I don't think we've done him a great service by not digging deeper into his injury. Are y'all hearing this? Are y'all hearing this? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Smith stopped short of detailing specific medical failures, but made it clear, in his view, Prairie View and many HBCUs must invest more in sports medicine. I agree. I agree. Rehabilitation, I agree. And preventive care, I agree. Too often, he noted, players feel pressured to play through pain rather than fully recover. Who pressuring the players to play? Y'all, I'm just reading this. It's public now. Y'all talk to me. These young men put their bodies on the line every night, Smith said. And it's not just tape and ice, it's about compassion. Who's not giving a kid compassion? Diligence and doing the right thing even when it's inconvenient. I agree with him. I don't know. I'm trying to get y'all to help me find some. His remarks reflect a broader conversation across HBCU athletics about resources disparities compared to the Power Four programs, particularly in athletic training, imaging, and long-term injury management. I agree with him. Come on, we fall. Somebody texting me stuff that I can't say. But I got you. I got you. I like that. I like that. I like that. Oh, if y'all ever see the dude, somebody got to see it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I like the little kid got a lot of fire. He got a lot of fire. But no. Y'all, I need y'all to share the show. Now ain't no people listening. This too good. It's too good. Y'all tuning off, and I got something for y'all. There's some people tuning off, and y'all, I got some. I tried to give y'all some sports, but I got something else for your ass now. You know it's Black History Month. You know I got some. But let me keep going. You have to support. You have to support the program. Hold on. He said many HBCUs and smaller budgets. He said Smith framed the issue as both moral and practical. You have to support the program, but more importantly, you have to support the kids. I don't talk about it. But then an official policy statement came from the head coach after that, the next day following his comments. He said, it's an official apology following our game against Texas Southern when he won the game. I hate to see what would happen if they lost. On January 31, I made inappropriate comments driven by frustration. They did not reflect my respect for Prairie View A&M University, our athletics program, our care for our students, and our athletes received. I apologize for my comments, and I will exercise better judgment moving forward. Huh. That's interesting. Interesting. Can I share something with you? I'm pivoting. Share the show. Everybody right now. Share it. Got something for you. It's Black History Month. And a lot of stuff I'm learning since the pandemic. And when I learn something, I just share it with you. And so I can put it on wax so our future kids won't know. The kids ain't gonna have no excuse to grow up and say, I did not know this. I was thinking about Black History Month. I gave y'all a little bit yesterday on it. I talked about Carter G. Woodson. I had to be grown to hear this much about this kid, this guy, this man. Let me talk a little bit about Carter G. Woodson. I'm sorry. Not as a name, not as a quote that you dust off once a year for Black History Month, but as someone who understood what memory means when it's under threat. Y'all would hit me when I read Byron's apology. I heard his statements. It's a HBCU. It's Black History Month. Tuskegee, Morehouse situation. The other day, the black security guard arresting the opposing team's coach for just telling him, man, get the football players from Morehouse away from my bench and following my guys around, and he get arrested. I was thinking about this. Somewhere, but as someone who understood this man is what memory means when it's under threat. Woodson was born in 1875, ladies and gentlemen, to parents who have been enslaved. Okay? That's not background noise I'm giving you. That's the foundation. Slavery wasn't abstract to him, right? He lived it in his house, in his parents' stories. That's why it's so important for us to have stories. That's just so important when I ask y'all what y'all thinking about, so we can talk about your stories. Dad Moody got stories that Fob don't have. Paul Miranda got stories that Sonya don't have. Sonya got stories that who I'm going down the line. Who else? I'm keep going. Y'all, that mean them the only people. Okay, that C Major don't have. These stories. And what they carried, the parents, and what they were denied, they were able to share it with their son, Carter G. Woodson. So when people talk about him like he was just an academic, that's what I thought. Till I paused because before he ever entered a classroom, ladies and gentlemen, he worked on a farm. He worked in coal mines, long days, and educated himself at night. And yes, he does have a PhD from Harvard. But what changed him wasn't just getting access. It was realizing what was missing once he got inside. That's why I sent my son up there to Cornell. Not just for access, but I wanted him to realize what's missing once he got inside. Black people weren't absent from history by mistake. We were being removed. And Woodson said, if a race has no history, it has no worthwhile tradition. He wanted us to be remembered as slaves, not as kings. So if you remembered as a slave, everything they're giving you now is what? Is advancement. It's progress. He wasn't, and Carter G. Woodson, he wasn't being poetic. He was being precise, Sonya. Paul Miranda. Because he understood that history isn't just about the past. It's about who gets to feel anchored in the presence, in the present. And he saw something happening in real time when a people's history isn't taught, isn't protected, isn't repeated. That's why I repeat this stuff on this show. Because it's got to be protected, it's got to be taught, and it's got to be repeated. So won't nobody be a grown ass, old ass man like me and don't get it until I'm this age. It doesn't just fade, it fractures. Names just disappear. The hell I didn't know about Adam Clayton Powell. I didn't know enough about Paul Robeson. They tried to erase him. I told you what the New York Times said. New York Times said he died and didn't, Martin Luther King died and left a legacy. And Adam Clayton Powell died and left nothing. Got to be at your rabbit ass mind. But in their history books, there is nothing. But that's why we got to tell these stories. Because names will disappear. Meanings get distorted. And pride turns into confusion. We now, ladies and gentlemen, we have studies that explain how collective memory rarely survives more than a few generations without care. We got to talk about this. I'm sitting there listening, reading that article about Byron. But Byron was talking about these kids needing care. HBCUs, historic. I wear your t-shirts every damn day almost. We got to do better. We got to be the best. We ain't the bottom. They got laws set up to pay and give those other universities all that money and keep it from us. That's by design. No, I'm going over here. Yo, Woodson didn't need data. He was watching it happen to his own people. So he didn't argue. He didn't wait to be included. He built, he founded institutions. He created journals. He trained teachers because, as he warned, when you control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. This man was the son of a slave thinking like this. He got on the inside and saw how they worked. He went to Harvard to see how they was working. That line I just said, it still hits today. You do not, listen, when you control a man, that's tweetable. When you control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. That is mood. I know you caught it. When you control a man's thinking, I know what he's thinking. I don't have to worry about his actions because I didn't control how his ass thinking. Yo, and in 1926, 100 years ago, he created Negro History Week. Not as a celebration, King Sticks. Talking about Carter G. Woodson in case y'all just came on. It's Black History Month. I got to give it to you. Not as a celebration, but as a protection, Harold Tillman. And even the timing was deliberate. February lined up with dates this country already recognized. Lincoln's birthday. Woodson knew that sometimes you have to step into structure just long enough to carve out room for the truth to breathe. This man was cold, man. But I didn't study him as a kid. Grandson is. I'm not repeating this. This is not going to repeat. Y'all, this wasn't selling out. This was strategy. And Woodson was clear about the danger too. He wrote that teaching people away from their own history produces dependence, not confidence, compliance, not clarity. So this was never about trivia. Black History Month, Black History Week wasn't about trivia. It was never about fun facts. You know, we can come on here. It's a fun fact. I got a Black History fact. This was about survival. That's why I want y'all. I'm taking Black History Month a lot more serious than I used to. Because I used to just come on here with facts. Oh, this first black person did this. Blah, 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 blah. Now, part of my Facebook then shut off. Hold up. Let me see what happened. I can't stand Facebook. I can't stand them. I really can't. No notification. Just that's why I don't care about them. That's why I don't care about them. If we ain't smart enough to get off that mess, but let me keep going. Let me keep going. I did this too powerful. This powerful. Watch this, y'all. When I said compliance, not clarity. So this was never about trivia. It was never about fun facts. It was about survival. So that's why this month we remember ourselves on purpose. Right? Wilson just gave us a reset, a ritual, a way to see, a way to say we're still here. And we know exactly who we are. Because memory isn't passive. It's inherent. It's inheritance. You got inherent memory. And Carter G. Woodson understand long before that language existed, that if we didn't guard this stuff ourselves, then no one else would. Y'all, generational wealth isn't just money. It's knowledge. So I want you to say his name. Dr. Carter G. Woodson. Now, I click back over to another channel. Hatter, when you come to Chicago, I would take you. I know where the library is. You got to realize, I've been now. I said I had to be grown. I've been. I know exactly who he is, but I had to be grown. I wish I was a young man studying this in middle school, in college. You don't have to take me to no library. I go to the library. I plan on having a book in that library. You need to take somebody else to that library. A young kid to that library who might not know about him, Thaddeus Moody. Those are the things we need to start doing. See, I ain't worried, but y'all don't worry about me. I can get to the library. I don't want a young kid to be coming back saying, man, he be 50 years old and ain't never just experienced Paul Robeson, Adam Clayton Powell, Carter G. Woodson in an extensive way. Instead of just, once every February. No, we can't be doing this stuff every February either. But I saw some the other day. I saw some last night. And a lot of us in this basketball community, y'all love it. But before I do that, I want to talk about Anthony Lawrence collection. I want to make sure that you are ordering Texas Southern Seal crew neck statement of excellence. It's black on black and silver writing, and it's just a sweatshirt. I mean, the pre-orders are now. You probably get them ordered in here soon and get them here soon. So get to right now. Go to Anthony Lawrence Collection. .com. Let me flash that across the screen and find some stuff. But that shirt gonna be a collector's item, and it's unbelievable. Y'all see the workmanship, the H-Town Howler. But I can't wait to put that seal on. I want that shirt on a sweatshirt. I want that on a t-shirt. I'm gonna wear that shirt around. So just be careful, be patient, and just we're gonna make this stuff happen when the spring comes. We're gonna have the spring line, but let's go and get our sweatshirts and stuff out of here because we're gonna be traveling. It's gonna be cold in places, so go and get our sweatshirts. So Anthony Lawrence Collection. Get there and order everything. Daryl Anderson, please tell me you and Miss Tony been on those cruise ships with some Anthony Lawrence collection gear. Please tell me. Please tell me. If not, go to their website. Go get you some for you and Miss Tony. You don't have to tell her. Just get some. You and her. Y'all got to have this guy, because these are the kind of people that support us. So guess what? We have to support them. All right? Okay? Anthony Lawrence collection. The bags. They doing some big. Y'all gonna be hearing about them a lot in the news very soon. They doing some great things. I keep getting texts, so I guess what Mr. Fobb is saying right now, it must be somewhat true. Let me go to my text via. Let me get in my text and see what these people talking about. Let me refresh it. Make sure they haven't sent it to me yet. Haven't got it yet. But he's talking about, tell them to make sure he gets some. No, I'm not making sure he get nothing. The Memphis Grizzlies are trading star forward Jaren Jackson. Hold up. What up? Hold up. Let me tell my man what up. Hold on. I'm sitting there watching this. Jaren Jackson, John Conchar, Jock Landau, and Vince Williams to the Utah Jazz for Walter Clayton Jr. What the hell is wrong with Memphis? They didn't get marketing out the deal. Whoa. They must finna do something with that owner. They done found out that Memphis owner the one selling them damn drones that's killing them people over there in that war. Y'all, listen. Y'all, hold on. You're trading Jaren Jackson Jr., John Conchar, Jack Landale, Vince Williams to the Utah Jazz for Walter Clayton Jr. and Kyle Anderson and Taylor Hendricks, George Niang, and a third round, and 3 future first round draft picks. John Morant must be out of here. They just won last night. They sending his brother out to Utah. Wow. Y'all got to give me a second to process this. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all just give me a second, man. Y'all can comment. I'm looking at y'all comment. Somebody just sent me a long ass text. I know we got three first round draft picks ain't gonna help me. So now I got to hope one of them 3 round draft picks better than Jaren Jackson. See, y'all, I don't like draft picks. OKC sitting up there with 1,000 of them. It ain't doing nobody no good. sitting up there holding them. Hey, man. Man, you know. Let me listen to something right quick, y'all. I really want to listen to something. Hold up. I'm gonna listen to it in real time. Hold on.
It's like deja vu with James Harden, right? And James Harden has time and time again shown us that he will always put James Harden first. And to a degree, as a player, you should put yourself first because we have seen that organizations will always do what's best for them. But we're now on the fourth team for James Harden in a matter of 4 or 5 years. And he has constantly shown that he will run from a situation, whether it's a beneficial situation for him or a situation that's not perfect, but there's opportunity for it to be fixed. There's opportunity to grow. He will constantly run from it when it no longer suits him. He forced his way out of Brooklyn, forced his way to Philly, I have that in reverse, I believe. Was it Philly or whatever the order of that is? Yeah. He forced his way out of one team to go to another. He forced his way out of that team to go to the
Don't know what the hell she talking about.
Does you? It's like deja vu.
Let me tell y'all something. Right? Let me tell y'all something, man. Some of these people. Y'all, I'm just. The Utah Jazz. Y'all, something finna happen. It's gonna be a big trade soon. The Utah Jazz. Giannis gonna get traded. The Utah Jazz are trading their most favorable 2027 pick, first round, Cleveland pick. The Lakers 2027 first round pick. And Phoenix 2031 first round pick to Memphis to get Jaren Jackson. The best offense. No, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all, my mind gone. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm really something else about to happen. When this stuff got going like this, something else is about to happen. I just know. All right. Okay, I'm gone. So I was watching some last night. I gave that a lot of energy. Thank you, Fob. Thank you. But you know what? I'm watching, man. I'm just watching stuff, and I see stuff. We came up with an acronym, a moniker, PGW. PGW. Parents gone wild. Parents gone wild. I sit there. I don't know what happened. I just saw the videos. But shit. In this video, it's athletic directors gone wild. Coaches going wild. Paul, C Major, Daryl Anderson, Favre, that is Moody. What has happened in sports? Son, what has happened in sports? You resting a coach. What's happening? This Derek Fisher and his wife, and I promise y'all, I've met this lady before, and I thought she was the sweetest thing in the world. But I'm trying to figure out what happened to her. Right here. That's Derek Fisher, Matt Barnes' ex-wife, in the stands. You can see her to the right with the hat. Set of basketball there. All these kids in there. It's crowded. I've been in this gym. This is the gym that I saw Caleb Foss for. Team he went to. This little fat boy right here in a hurry to put a woman out the gym. Keep bringing his ass over there, talking to Derek. Derek hit him in his mouth. How much the penalty is? Get out of here. That's 80.
Look, your mom? That's ridiculous.
All right, I'm going to pause. I'm going to see y'all comments. What's wrong? Y'all, amidst all of that, guess who was on the opposite side of some sideline sitting down on the front row like this, saying nothing? Matt Barnes, crazy ass. He didn't say nothing. He stayed at him. I don't know what happened. I can't tell you, Trey Phillips, what happened. I just played the video. And I saw this little fat, the dude, he was more animated than anybody in the gym. Should I play it again? Y'all got some opinions. What is wrong with the administrators? What's wrong with the police? What's wrong? Why everybody want to kick people out? Why? We're ejecting coaches' wives now from the gym, the coach's wife. What the hell going on? Was there any attempt to de-escalate the situation? Yo, I don't know what happened. I'm asking questions. Oh, Derek said, man, don't do that. I'm going to play it again. No. That was her sister now. You know she got a sister now. Is it her sister? Wait a minute. Was she on the wives? See, I don't watch the wives. I thought it was her sister that was married to Gilbert Arenas is the one that's on the Housewives. You sure it's Miss Fisher on the Housewives? Check that, son. That wasn't the white coach. See, that was the athletic director, Paul. But I'm going to play it again. You know I had to do my due diligence. Coaches are the guys in white. Let me go back, Paul. Oh, both of them were? Okay, all right. So she displayed that. And Sonya, when I met her, see, I don't know what they be doing on that show to get their money. When I met her, she was the sweetest, little cutest thing in the world. Oh, my goodness. I see why Derek Fisher was fighting over her. I mean, he took that whooping over her. But, it was both sisters. See, I don't watch it. So she was a butthole on, okay. But like I said, Y'all watching the show. I happen to meet her in person. She's sweet and nice to me. So I don't know what y'all talking about. But he said at one time they both were, but this last season, Glover's on there again. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, but watch this. Them the two coaches right there. Barry McDonald. See, I'm going back. Barry McDonald, I can't go back with nobody saw no housewives because I ain't watching that shit. Because I know they get paid to be ignorant on them. They trying to be ignorant on them. But when she was at this golf tournament that Derek was at, and all of us were together, she was the sweet. Yes, she all right. She was all right with me. She was all right. I promise you I said. Hold up. It was up in that time. Then I said, I see why he got his ass whooped by that. I see why. I see why he had to stay there. I see why he left New York. I ain't mad at Derek Fisher no more. Hey, now, you know what my man said, baby, what baby said? No more. I ain't mad at Derek Fisher no more. All right? He said, but who treated his Gilbert Arenas treated her sister real bad. Oh, yes, he did. How is she cute enough to take? Hey, I'd have fought him back. But hey, we just gonna fight over her. Yeah. We gonna fight. I'm telling y'all, she different. she.
Hey, you wanna leave? You wanna leave? All right, let's go.
Man, look at the AD all in that main face. Let me move. Let me get over here with these people over here. But look at it, AD all in Derek face. Look at it. Look at that. He said, did you see the video with the two women that walked across the floor to fight the coach? No, I didn't see that. I ain't trying to find these videos, man. Oh, she said the coaches are on Ozempic? That lady ain't said that. Darryl Barnes said there was a fight here in Houston at a middle school game where the coach was assaulted by another teacher and cheer coach because the coach asked the cheerleaders to move so fans could sit. Y'all, it's bad. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. Let me keep going. Y'all leave her alone. Leave Miss Fisher alone. I want to whoop that dude right there, y'all. Colleen, officer, come here, officer. Look at Derek. Derek said, okay, all right. Watch, look at it. Hey, y'all, hold up. I know hold up. Y'all, right there. When I went to this gym, see, something just happened. I went to this gym. Like right, this man standing up right here. I was sitting over there to his left. I just know exactly where I was. You remember I told y'all I saw these guys and I didn't know who they was. Mercy Miller was playing for this school. Dusty Stromer and Caleb Foster. They played against Bronny and Ashton Hardaway and on their team and Sierra Canyon. I went to this little Matchbox gym. It's just it's too tight in there anyway. But watch this. Look at him. Get her out of here. You know what? I'd have took my team off the floor too.
Ridiculous.
Put my wife out the game. Everybody out here. Y'all, let's pack out shit. Y'all have this game. Y'all have this game. I'm gone. First of all, I cleared with my AD first. They said, according to the scoreboard, it's second quarter, a low scoring game. It can't be that serious. See, that's what Joe Louis was so astute that he looked. But I heard, okay, he said, let me hear. He said, I can hear. Let me see what you say. Oh, she said, I hope you got your zipping on the group on this Groupon. Oh, I gotta give you a drink. I love Miss Fisher. I don't even know her name. I forgot the lady's name. But boy, oh my goodness. How can you be mad at something like that? I support kicking fans out the game. So folks clearly just want to be seen and heard. Well, I don't support kicking fans out the game. I don't. Fan is the root word for fanatic. So understand you're letting fanatics inside of your game, C Major. C Major. Go look up the word fanatic. Fan is the root word of it. You are letting fanatics inside of your arena. So when you let fanatics inside of your arena, these things, long as ain't nobody putting their hand on nobody. Look, so you saying you support kicking fans out of the game, right? So why didn't the police down there in Morehouse kick them football players out the damn game? Why? Why did the police down at Morehouse kick the fans out the game? No, fan is the root word for fanatic. So guess what? Sonya says she a troll. Sonya. Gloria, that's her name. That's her name. Who that told me her name? Twan, thank you, Twan. Gloria, that's her name. Hey. hey, hey, Derek Fish off the chain. Well, I'm gonna bring Jimmy in. Jimmy, we just talking about what happened with Derek Fish and his wife. They was trying to put his wife out the game. I'm gonna show you the video so you can see it, so I can catch you up. Jimmy, I've been in this game. You remember this, Jim? You remember when I went to see Sierra Canyon play, and I called you, and I came on the show the next week and said they played 3 guys. I was in the stands, y'all. I'll never forget this. I came to see Bronny and Ashton play, right? But then, Jimmy, you remember I said, I love to come to a gym and ain't nobody told me who to come see. I knew to come see, what's his name, Mercy Miller. He was on this team at Notre Dame. Him, it was Dusty Stromer, who went to Gonzaga, and Caleb Foster, the starting point guard at Duke right now. Them three. So, Jimmy, they ain't nobody told me they was playing against them. I came to see Ashton and Bronny. So I'm in the gym. Jimmy, I'm going through my phone, Googling. I'm trying to see who them three dudes, well, them two, because I know who Mercy was. But I wind up saying, oh, but that's the same little old Matchbox gym. But Jimmy, here we go. I'm setting it up for you. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Hey, you want to leave? You want to leave? All right, let's go.
So I don't know what happened at the end, Jimmy, but parents gone wild, Jimmy. Jimmy, I mean, hey, Jimmy, hold up. All of that. If you look across on the first row, he ain't moved. He just sitting there like this the whole time. Matt Barnes ain't moved him off. Matt Barnes ain't saying nothing. The craziest dude in the building He ain't saying nothing. So it had nothing to do with his kids, because he didn't got into it with somebody about talking about his son. So it must have had something to do. But when she told the man he need to have Ozempic, in the group pun, I see why I see he said she got to go. But you can't put nobody out there. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But go, what's up, Jimmy? What's going on, man?
Oh man. well, we definitely the UIL did the district realignments on yesterday, and
what did that mean? Because I don't understand it.
Well,
I don't understand.
It's an ongoing process where you're hardly never going to get it right.
Okay.
And that is every 2 years they recalibrate the school districts.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes in some schools, no matter how you do it,
mm-hmm.
some schools are going to get left out or get on the short end of the stick for geographics purposes. So,
Jimmy, what's the reason for realignment? Why do they do it periodically?
Because some schools attendance spikes upwards and some go down. So the ones that go down, they got to go to a lower classification. And guess what? That means you, in some cases, depending on the numbers of students that were enrolled at your school, you may have to when you go down a classification or go up, then they got to replace that school with another school or something that makes sense. Or if there was people that got, just say for example, this year or 2 years ago, the UIL decided for some reason to put Thurgood, Fort Bend Marshall, right, and Fort Bend Kempner, and in the same district with Victoria West and Victoria East. That's it. So that means that Fort Bend Marshall had to travel to Victoria, Texas, right, at twice during district play at nighttime, and sometimes often probably during a weeknight. So that was a very, very bad experience for all parties involved. And Victoria East and West ain't got a chance in hell of beating Thurgood Marshall in nothing but probably checkers. I'm just saying. So they got that right, and now they put those two schools from Victoria in the district and down in with Corpus Christi schools and whatnot, which is kind of more compatible. So those are the things, or some of the things that you look at when a lot of these districts and their alignments. Guess what? And it's funny because some people get, like I said, the short end of the stick.
Okay.
For example, it was one of the schools. It was one of the schools that was in one of the towns, and we'll just go keep it simple. I know Spring Woods, they were in HISD school. That probably wasn't a good experience for Spring Woods because they play HISD schools. They got to play in the college, in the stadiums, or the college, the pavilions, or the field houses, as opposed to what they're used to all of their life, playing in school gyms for varsity. HISD schools don't play home games in their own gymnasium. They're one of the very few school districts in the state where they don't play any home games at home. Now, they made a provision last week after the freeze. There was about 4 games that HISD played on the school campuses. However, there were no spectators allowed during those games last week after the freeze. There was a couple of them. Now, speaking of that, and of course those UIL district alignments, just curious to see what are some of you guys seeing. Football, it makes some things more interesting, which how do they left North Shore in the district with Atascocita and Summer Creek and C.E. King. So that district is known as like the district of doom for any other school that get placed in there in regards to their football team. Mm-hmm. Because they ain't got a chance. Remember, North Shore, Summer Creek, C.E. King. All 3 of those have been the state in the past 4 or 5 years in football. So
that district now gets Crosby High School. So Crosby now, who went to state a few years ago in their 5A classification, now you get just what you asked for. All them years talking about how you can hang with the big dogs. You about to see what it's like Crosby High School to be in there with them. Beaumont United, Beaumont Westbrook, they remain 5A. And however, they'll be bundled. They'll be bundled with I think they got one or two new faces for Beaumont United. I think the Goose Creek Memorial goes down from 6A to 5A, and then Dayton High School now bundled with the Beaumont schools and whatnot. I'd see that Lufkin High School has gone from 6A down to 5A. They are now in Region 3. So football, Lufkin has always been a perennial power in football and 5A. Now, that's going to be intriguing because that means, that spices things up. Lufkin can mess around and represent 5A in football it is. But in basketball, Lufkin has been good in basketball. That could spice that thing up. Now Hatter, when Region 3 has generally been Greater Houston teams. That's been like our district, our region, I'm sorry. Well, the UIL has snuck an Austin-based district into Region 3 in 6A. Now, there's no fear. There's no like it is in 5A classification. There's been an Austin region. Remember, we saw Jamal Shedd and Manor High School back in the day, a few years back, when they played at the Campbell Center and made it, and Bryce Griggs and all of them was there that year, right, going into the COVID. That Austin team was threatening, and Killeen was threatening those local area 5A schools. Well, for the most part, in football, they've broke through the ranks, but in basketball, they haven't did any damage to the Houston area schools thus far. Now you have Austin Vandergrift, you have Cedar Park, Georgetown, Hutto, Leander Ross, and one or two other schools bundled in that 6A Region 3. But it still doesn't matter who they put up in there because North Shore, Sea King, Atascocita, who has a new coach about to be named, by the way, and of course Summer Creek, those schools are among the favorites in that Region 3. No, don't forget now, you also have your Cadies, in football powerhouses, and your Dickinsons and all of those. So that Region 3 is still going to be a juggernaut depending on whether you go Division 1 or Division 2. Now, when it comes to basketball, it was something that I wrote about this morning in the VIP news on rcsports.com. And here's the deal. For the first time that I could think of, HISD, remember I mentioned to you in basketball, they don't play on their home courts. They play in Butler, Barnett, Delmar, or the Pavilion, the varsity teams. Well, Bel Air, Westside, Lamar, and Heights, 4 of the most populated high schools in all of HISD, 4 of the premier football programs in all of HISD for 6A, of course, they're now bundled with A-Leaf Hastings, A-Leaf Elsick, Spring Branch Memorial, and Stratford High School, which is Spring Branch ISD. So that's and A-Leaf Taylor is in there too. So that's 9 teams in the district, 3 from A-Leaf, 2 from Spring Branch, and 4 from HISD. Here's the deal.
That's a nice little district.
Okay. Depending on what grade you're in. Here's the deal. Whoever made that decision was ignorant to the fact that HISD, those teams, only have a 9th grade, a JV, and a varsity. Every one of those other 5 teams from A-Leaf ISD and Spring Branch, hell, they got a 9A, They got a 9B team. They got a 10th grade team. They got a JV team, and they have a varsity team. HISD, which is already constrained budget-wise, they already are the low fuel light is blinking on their basketball district dashboard. And they now have to either find a way to field 2 extra teams so that the district can have compatibility. We're not talking about one team that the school don't have it. Heights don't have it. Lamar don't have them. West Side don't have them. Bel Air don't have them. So that's a lot of forfeits that those other 5 teams will be facing. That's 8 forfeits in that district, 8 holes in their schedule for those young people. And what happens with HISD, that's 10 games that those teams or those kids won't play. If you didn't feel the 10, that's 10 holes in your schedule. So here's what happens. Adam, we have some tough times because a lot of school districts, like part of Spring Branch ISD and part of HISD and a lot of other districts where you guys may live, this is real talk what I'm about to say right now. And a lot of enrollments are plummeting and their study declining because a lot of relatives, a lot of parents are deciding and they're pulling their kids out of school because of the fears of the ICE and immigration. I don't think you understand. HISD is predominantly Hispanic, the district, school attendance-wise, student-wise. North Shore High School, the football powerhouse, is predominantly Hispanic. A lot of schools now, if you look at the books or you look and you ask, they're predominantly Hispanic. That enrollment is going to drop across the board because people ain't going to take that risk of them seeing their babies go to school only to not ever see them again for months or years to come. This is real stuff. But back to the regarding to the sports, Adam. Mm-hmm. What you got there?
No, it messed up. It messed up. No, you good.
Yeah. So, I'm looking at some of the comments now as we get to that. Let me look and see what some of you guys are saying. I see Paul Miranda. What's going on? I see you, deferring Farb. You guys, of course, in DFW and Atlanta, Georgia, respectively, watching the Chop Shop. I see Trey Phillips, met an old partner that know Trey Phillips over the weekend, and talking about smoking some sticks. Somebody asked me, Roy Wilson, have you spoke about the non-district football games from Allen, North Crowley, DeSoto, and North Shore Championship Hey, you know what happened? A lot of football team coaches, they wait around to the realignments to see what districts they'll be in, so that way they can go on and proceed with their non-district scheduling. And a cool thing in regarding to the DFW teams, a lot of those guys have jumped right into the skillet with each other for non-district games. A lot of those schools. And I give you let me see a couple of them that, let me read some of them off. Allen is going to play Duncanville to open up the season. That's what DFW wants to see. Allen and Duncanville. In week 2, Allen plays DeSoto, Adam. In week 3, they're going to play Austin. They're going to play South Lake Carroll. That's whoever the coach at Allen, he letting them hang. He letting them drag to the slab in regarding his schedule. Speaking of DeSoto, they'll be playing at the Cotton Bowl in week 1. They'll be playing Allen in week 2. I mentioned that a while ago. And DeSoto is going to play Duncanville, of course, in week 3. Now, as you guys know, DeSoto now has gone down to 5A. They're not in the 6A with DeSoto, with Duncanville anymore. So now that yields for a rivalry. And they're going to keep it going. So everybody now, those two communities are adjacent to each other. So North Crowley is playing Aledo, South Lake, and North Crowley will be playing North Shore on week 3. Now, North Shore is going to play South Oak Cliff again on week 2 and North Crowley on week 3. It is undetermined who they're going to open up with. I don't know as of yesterday, but this is what, see, basketball coaches need to take a page from what some of these football coaches, your peers, your co-workers, your comrades, what they are doing. They're seeking out that box office game, or that game to get it off your chest game, that game that you say, we want to play somebody that's better, that's going to make our kids better, in non-conference, that way, non-district, that way you can get ready or get battle tested. We need more of that in basketball. I'm sick and tired of you guys sneaking into events, but then whispering to the event operator, hey man, don't let us play them dudes there. We don't want to play them. It's enough of that during grassroots basketball season. But public schools, if you're playing another public school, you should want a piece of them. If you're doing some of your players an injustice. And then when they go and transfer and they go run their ass to one of them little basketball factories, thinking they're gonna get some greener grass, and you helping them want to leave, giving them a reason to want to leave. Because they know you kind of tentatively trying to think about, you ain't catching Greg Wise in the win category. Your ass ain't getting 1,000 wins. So just go get respect, play that other school. Guess what? That other school district, AD and administration will see you and watch how you carry your team. And then guess what? If that school is somewhat of a powerhouse, then that district may bring you in for an interview and offer you a larger bag of bread. Say, Jim, come on out to the east side, North Shore with a taxi tomorrow night. See, Major, I don't know where you're from, C Major, but obviously you ain't done enough homework to understand. I'm from the northeast side. I live on the northeast side. I live in the hood. Ain't no curbs, ain't no sidewalks and no curbs in my neighborhood. I got ditches.
No, he was just telling you to come to the game.
He's saying come to the east side like I'm in the burbs somewhere. No. Most houses in my neighborhood got air conditioners in the window. Hell, you think? I'm good for the hood. So now back to the regular scheduled programming, and we were talking about before we interrupted. Yes, that game is going. Understand now. North Shore had their gymnasium redone about 5 years ago, and it's not, the seating capacity is not as much as it was before. It used to hold about 3,000-4,000 people in there. So this game is going to be sold out. If I'm a student at North Shore, I try to get my hands on 15, 20 tickets and put my hustle on. If I'm a student there, I guarantee you that why would you not? That's a hell of an investment. What you think, man? You wouldn't do that?
Man, come on, man. Hey, so that game gonna be packed. Cause it was packed at Atascocita. So I could.
And Christian
but
Giffen
all
did
the
not play.
Atascocita people ain't gonna come out there to that game.
No. The A-way they travel, they roll, they follow their program. Okay. Kevin Freeman will be leading the charge. We probably with them little flags on the windows, the little football things, your suction things that go in your window, Amen. And they put the little flags Amen. On it. Then we ride down the Beltway with a caravan.
Amen.
And, hey, but let me tell you now, that's Wednesday. That's tomorrow. That game is tomorrow night. But first, of course, I'm gonna be in the hood because they got a big celebration for DJ Screw, who passed away a couple of days ago. His grandmother lives in Rosewood, so he stayed with her lots of days coming up, growing up. So a lot of people from Rosewood know DJ Screw, and they're gonna be honoring him. It's gonna be bonkers. Boy, let me tell you something. If you got a pee in the cup, I advise you don't come nowhere near Rosewood Wednesday, 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. That's going to be like pregame for that North because there's going to be so much smoking around. You can just imagine, I'm telling you. And one thing, that's the originator, or he's attributed to being the originator of the slow down screw music you guys have
So is it
heard
DJ
mimic.
Screw or is the dude 500 watts, 5,000 watts?
I'm sorry, DJ Screw been dead. This Michael Watts. I'm sorry, Michael Watts, the one that stayed in the back of the road.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, DJ Screw family, he been gone. Yeah. Michael Watts.
Yeah.
Michael Watts is the one screwed up music. Michael Watts made the mixtapes and all that back in the days, and everybody was
I didn't know
embraced.
neither one of them, so I'm just.
But you wasn't. Well, you was in Houston.
Yeah, I was here, but I
they,
just don't listen to that kind of music.
What happened? That kind of music normally finds you for the first time.
It didn't find me.
You don't seek it. You're normally just somewhere and it finds you. You're like, what the hell? What the hell are they playing? You be like, what the hell are they doing over there? Next thing you know, you be like, okay, that might be your favorite song. They just slowed it down and chopped it up.
It never found me. Thank God, it never found me. Thank you. That's good. But no,
C major, to get clarification, C major, you understand? I don't listen to the damn music either myself. I didn't know Michael Watts. I didn't know DJ Screw. So I did not listen to that music. Guys, you understand something? I'm 57 years old. So I did not, and not saying that you shouldn't listen to it if you're 57, but I did not know them at all. If Michael Watts walked by me today or 2 weeks ago, I would not know him. But I bet you, I bet my right pocket that little cat knew who I was. There's no way you lived in Rosewood and didn't know what Jim Hicks was in Rosewood. So you run and go
Jimmy,
tell
he
Dad.
ain't messing with you, Jimmy.
Okay, you better get it right. You better. I'm Kang Dangalang over in that neighborhood over there from back in the days. Now we don't get to talk about that. Let's talk about something else. But now, this game, Christian Gibson is going to be playing for North Shore. He's back playing. I say back playing mean he gained his eligibility after.
This is his first game back?
No, he's played last week.
Okay.
And so now this game, however, is rumored and alleged that Atascocita is the school that contested and held up the eligibility of Christian Gibson uniting or reuniting with his father on the bench. So this why this game is emotional. This game, and all of the kids and all of the years and that Atascocita has. Hell, they got a kid that played for Houston Christian. Played for in Cypress ISD last year as a starter, and he's one of the starters at Atascocita. So understand this game. It also has first place implications on it, Adam. So that's another thing. Why this game is valuable. Remember, Atascocita is undefeated in district, right? And while they're undefeated in district, you have North Shore only lost one game, and that's to Atascocita. So if North Shore wins, they'll be tied for first place. And here's the deal. If they're tied for first the rest of the way, they're not going to play a tiebreaker game. I can tell you that. You hear that first from me. They are not going to play one of the tiebreakers. What they're going to do, mind you, that they both are going to be in Division 1, right? That's the highest classification. So then Division 1, guess who else is in Division 1, Howard? Seven Lakes is in Division 1. Atascocita lost to Seven Lakes by 1 point at the season opener at the Campbell Center. Atascocita, so here's the deal. First seed between North Shore and Atascocita. If you're in first place, you will be on a trajectory to possibly play Seven Lakes in the third round. If you come in second, you get.
Keep going, man. I don't want to wait too late to put them up there.
If you come in second place in the district, we're talking about the North Shore, Atascocita district, which of course Summer Creek, Humboldt, Sea King are all fighting for the third and fourth spots. But we're talking about Atascocita and North Shore. If North Shore wins tomorrow and they proceed to win out, and they end up tied as co-district champions, they will not play the tiebreaker game. Instead, they're going to possibly make an agreement. Now, I'm sorry.
Coin flip.
Neither one of the schools want to play. Because if one school want to play the way the rule go by the UIL, if one of them say I want to play, then the other one ain't got no choice. You got to play it. But I've spoken with both coaches. Neither are interested in playing the game. Now,
so
it's not finished. So here's what they're going to do. If you take first seed, then you're going to possibly play Seven Lakes in the third round. If you take, that means the second seed, that means whoever get first seed will have to play possibly Seven Lakes and then possibly North Shore again. That means you have to play both of them if you take the first seed. If you take the second seed, you only have to play one of them, possibly, if you advance and you're lucky.
So both of them going to be jockeying for it. So how do they do it?
So that's the thing. What would you rather do? How did that shoot? Would you rather take the first seed and get good? Now, understand, take the first seed. You can it looks good on the bracket, A1, but then you'll get Seven Lakes and you'll be you might have to waste so much energy.
Hey, to win this thing, I got to beat the best anyway. So
okay,
I'm going. Give me. Let me go through that gauntlet.
Okay.
I like to see it. Y'all gonna make me go out there. Wait a minute. So it's at North Shore, but it's just too damn. Boy, y'all gonna make me go out there tomorrow night though, because I want to see that. I kind of want to see because I just want to see. I want to see Woods play.
It's going to be good because of the fact that Atascocita's been running through the district without two starters for the most part of the district play. Without two starters, and they have the one young man, Zason Salanoa. He's signed with Louisiana. That's Louisiana Lafayette, and then you have the little kid Royce who was injured dealing with a hamstring injury, and I'm quite sure one or both of them will be rejoining the team. So it's a different whole look on both sides. And last time they played, Christian Gibson didn't play. No, Atascocita did what they were supposed to do without, playing North Shore without Christian Gibson. It was a good game, but Atascocita manhandled them as they pulled away pulled away from North Shore and cruised to the win. So this can be a defining moment. North Shore, they're relatively they're long, they're talented, they're confident. This Atascocita team, they have a distinctive advantage in the chemistry department. They have a distinctive advantage in the floor, the general on the floor, right? Contavi. And of course, Adam Boyd, he showed up last time they played. So, but there was no Christian Gibson on the court, who's about the same height as Adam Boyd. And everybody want to see that. I want them to guard each other. I need y'all defending each other. DeMarcus Sloan, he went off in this matchup, had about 6, 7 threes. I need you to bring that. You didn't have nobody to help you out last time, Little Sloan at North Shore. But we need you to bring that game that you brought first half. We're going to make sure it ain't luck on Wednesday night. That thing going to be rocking. I'm telling you that it's going to be rocking. If some of you guys, remember, North Shore ain't going to be playing with y'all. Miss Dancy, she's the athletic director. All you guys, if you don't have your media credentials and your affairs in order and you're not legit, don't even think about it. You might just get there early and get on up in there and watch the JV game. If I'm them, I'm going to ask, if anybody from North Shore or Atascocita watching, when is the sub-varsity teams playing? I hope like hell that they wasn't crazy enough to schedule sub-varsity games in front of this game. I hope they didn't, because otherwise it's going to be it's going to be unsatisfactory or even unfair. Yeah, for other fans that's going to get off work and come in there and trying to look like that. So if anybody is watching, and if North Shore and Atascocita, winner of the JV team and the freshman and the sophomore. Those schools have 5 teams come in to play. And yeah, the traffic is going to be horrible, but not as bad as you think, man. Understand something. Kevin Freeman, don't you realize North Shore basketball team is only going to attract a fraction of what their football team attracts? The people come to the football games in the same damn street. Wallaceville from the Beltway, or they come from the back way from Uvalde, then come on up. It's going to be all right. Just be patient and use the restroom before you leave. That's all. And we that's how you get with that.
They do the sub-varsity play. Yeah, they 4 o'clock. It's a 5:30
Oh
game.
Lord. Why?
Yep.
Why would you do that? No, listen, man. Galena
Jimmy,
Park
these
ISD.
games already be scheduled, man.
Yes, but you can simply make an adjustment, and if you have to, and either A, put the freshmen, put them in. They got 2 courts, Hatter. Put the games on the other court if you need to. Let them play over there, or if you want, start the freshmen.
They might be. We don't know.
I'm just telling you. From an event operator.
You just wait a minute. Don't you know the lady? You just said that you know the lady. Why don't you call her?
I need to call Miss Dance.
Yeah, Miss Dance. Miss Dance, how you doing, Miss Dance?
No. First of all, it's the head coach, Stephen Woods, has first.
Well, I got it. I got his number.
Stephen Woods can make that call, and that's Dance don't even have to be worried about that. I take that back. Coach Stephen Woods,
okay,
head coach, can make that call on the side of safety. In this instance, there's too many things that's going on in these gyms. You don't want to overload it like that.
And plus, Jimmy, it makes sense to me. I make sense.
You messing up your gate as well. Hell, you might as well. That's 1 ticket for that game, 1 ticket for the other game, or you find a way to let the players get in. But you're not going to be able to. You're begging for a problem. You're begging for hundreds of people to be coming outside trying to beat on the windows and end up going to jail because they frustrated. You don't make it. Try at least alleviate some of the tension. That's why I just said if you put it in a different thing, that way the parking will be easier. They got a middle school right across the street, North Shore Middle School, right? And of course they have a 9th grade campus around the corner. But you don't want to, probably that's too much for the buses. The buses are already been scheduled, like you said, Al. The bus, they get out 1 bus. So that's why they do have that second court. I would put them games on the second court and then let the chips fall where they may after that. Then now you gotta do is watch your doors and everybody can get in safe and without being chaos over there. Let me see what he's.
No, that's. Hey, Frank said he ain't coming to the game.
he just playing with me. Tell him I ain't gonna be there if he gonna be there. That's what he telling me. He said if he gonna be there, if the CEO Jackson gonna be there, Freeman say he ain't coming. That's what he's saying.
He said I'll sit this one out, fella.
But
anyway, better not come out there.
They say pregame. Hey, you just came in there. Let me tell you something. I get you. Y'all have fun at the pregame at the Mexican restaurant over on Wilson Road at folks. Have fun about what you want to do, and try your luck getting all the way. I know I'm gonna be for pregame. I'm gonna be at the Michael Watts balloon release celebration at Rosewood Park at 4 o'clock. You can get all you want over there. It's gonna be a gummy fest. It's gonna be a tree fest. It's gonna be they're gonna have a speaker. They're gonna have a DJ in there playing all. You're gonna get all you want. If that's what you want, and you ain't gotta get on the freeway leaving Rosewood to get to North Shore High School. You don't have to get on no freeway. You can just hit the back way. No, you don't. And then you get that 2-way.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I don't even remember what North Shore is.
We went to the football game there.
I know, but do you know how many years that was over? Them dudes, they're probably head coaches right now.
Them 4 years ago. That was 4 years.
Yeah, that's a long time. I promise you, I don't remember. I just can't. I
Yes.
can't just. I mean, I'm gonna put it in my ways. I'm gonna say, give me the North Shore High School. I done already told Coach Woods I'm gonna be there now, so I got to be there.
Man, I'm coming up in that game with my dog shades on at North Shore game. I'm gonna be at them youngsters tomorrow. I'm bet them youngsters. Hell, I might learn me a hook line. I'm gonna learn one of them hook lines they be saying. You know.
I just want to say, that's going. You know, y'all making me want to come see a high school basketball game. This is the only one I wanted to really come see. So
Well,
I guess.
Well,
Martin Brooks, what's going on? What else you got, Jim? Can the freshmen and the JVs play on Saturday?
we need to find out. I need to get in touch with Coach Woods and confirm that and caution them about their. I'm not saying change the times of their games, but they need to seriously consider changing the court. Remember now, this North Shore and Atascocita rivalry, sub-varsity rivalry is tough as well. They're tough because the freshman team, I think they met the JVs. I'm sorry, the JV teams met in the championship of the Coach Shaw daughter gives a tournament at Ross Sterling High School every year, and them two teams met in the championship, if I'm not mistaken. And then they played again, of course, in district. And so now this is the tiebreaker for those teams. They're 1-1. So
And man said, don't stop at the Walmart. Man, y'all crazy, man. That man said, don't stop at the Walmart. Because
Walmart got some drama over there now.
Odyssey told me to just pass the Walmart and keep on going. And
that's where the school at.
Yeah, okay. All right.
If your car dirty, get your Mr. Car Wash tag. You go duck right in Mr. Car Wash right there.
They got Mr. Car Wash out there?
Right there. I'd hit them all the time. With the vacuum. You do it yourself vacuum in there. I hit that one all the time.
What happened this past weekend? Dude said,
I got to see old Hal pass this weekend. He flew in. Hal flew in like a G. Hal flew in and did a turnaround and was back on the plane before dark.
Where he living now? Where you living now?
Live in Florida or Georgia, one of those two.
Oh, okay.
Where he stayed now.
Okay.
And they had Houston Hoops had a festival, like with all the 8th grade and below, boys and girls. So it was pretty much mandatory introduction to the coaches. Hal spoke to them. Tack Minor showed up, a former player. I didn't know that they did have direction of the facility out in Cypress, not the Den, but there's a 4-court facility called the Texas Thunder Gym, and the Houston Hoops kind of got the name and the branding rights for that facility. And
tell me what John Lucas be working out over there.
No, that's the one on
Chimney Rock.
On Chimney Rock.
Okay.
That's 2 courts. This is 4 courts. And it's right around the corner. Right around the corner from the Berry Center. Like 2 blocks from the Berry Center.
Oh, it's out there. Okay.
Yeah. And so, but like I said, it was a dope, really dope concept on how they did. And it's kind of like they got a chance to meet and greet and they with each other and they certain teams.
8th grade and under?
Yeah. It was cool. Because when you think about the Houston Hoops have started some new stuff, like which is kind of creative. You got to realize they've been clipped of their EYBL 17U status for this summer.
Oh, okay.
So this is them reinventing themselves and putting more energy. Delilah is with them now, right? And so we got some of the got a group of fellas from out of DFW that was on the Puma circuit. They had a pretty good program. They up under that umbrella now. So they had to get creative, but they have a North, Houston Hoops North, Houston Hoops South. You know, they kind of geographics makes it easier now. And for some parents, it makes sense. I'm not a big fan of a parent of a kid, sub-high school kid, going in a city like Houston, traveling 30, 40 miles to practice 2-3 times a week, you know,
right,
after work, with work clothes. That's. I mean, come on, it ain't that serious, for most of them. So that way now you fix it where geographically, if you stay on the north side of town, well, you play with Houston Hoops North. If you play on the south side of town, you play on Houston Hoops South. That way now it's easier when you have practices. You don't have to wait. They can carpool with each other and whatnot. So that's what I wanted to bring it up. So shout out to everybody in regards to that. I spoke briefly to the audience and basically, introduce myself, let them know, what RCS Sports stands for and stood for this community and has done for over 2 decades. So that's, and it's, like I said, it's good. And I actually watched a game and a half of the 8th grade. I think that if I'm not mistaken, they have 2 teams and they call it the junior EYBL for those 8 grades and below. But 2 of the teams are battling. Some divisions, Houston Hoops only have 1 spot or 1 slot. So they let those teams play to determine who's going to be representing them. What they say?
I just said make sure I have some change for the panhandlers out there.
Oh, you talking about the Walmart?
Yeah. And Kevin Freeman's right, like he said, I ain't stopping for nobody. But man, that's funny, man. What else you got before we get
man, it's good stuff, man. Like I said, it's good stuff in regards to that. And
that's unique.
I'm reading what Odyssey said. Spare chain. But anyway, it's time to land the plane, man. I want to, of course, today there's a lot of high school basketball around the area. Going over to rcssports.com. Check out the top 10 games that I suggested you guys can see today. I'm leaning towards, I narrowed it down, my mind down to like 2 or 3 options, but I'm probably leaning toward Houston Christian and Kincaid today because I haven't seen Kincaid play against, some thump. And they have little Okafor, they have Rashard Lewis' son, that team is young, but they're going to be pretty good. And they have a young kid, Maddox, young kid who's averaging about 20 a game. He's in 11th grade, or 10th or 11th grade. I want to see this team against a team like Houston Christian. That way I can get a fair assessment of the development of those players that, as you push forward. Because what happens is I'm just, you guys should be sick and tired of it too. A kid, everybody send you messages, so-and-so had 20, had 30, had this. And your question should be, who were they playing against? That doesn't discount it, but just all 30 balls ain't the same. Just remember that. And let you guys soak on that as you get ready to take it on in. But we can go and slide on down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on this terrific Taco Tuesday, Hatter. Yeah. And also, you go inside that one district that I was talking about last week, that Wheatley and Yates and Booker T and all that. That district is coming down to the wire, and I break it all the way down in the VIP news. I'm talking about for each of the playoff contenders, what they can do to get themselves into the postseason or how they can mess around and get up out of there. And check that out today. Doug Jones has supplied us with the freshman, the weekly freshman college D1 freshman watch list, whereas those those college freshmen and how they're faring at Division I schools across the country. So you guys can check that out and a lot more, rcssports.com. But it's time to slide down Dino's back, yabba dabba do this thing. See you guys on tomorrow.